Well, thank you, Cassie. We are joined by movie guy Will Meyer now. We know huge time of year in the box office. Some great movies out right now, and we are going to start with Why Him?
Why Him? Yeah, this is one the big comedy that came out at Christmas. This is a film that's an R-rated comedy that stars James Franco and Bryan Cranston. This is a movie that takes place over the Christmas holiday, and the gathering starts to go wrong when Bryan Cranston discovers that his daughter's idiotic billionaire boyfriend is about to pop the question. So this is a film that I really didn't have much interest in seeing. It seems like a movie I'd seen 1,000 times before. It reminded me of Father of the Bride and Meet the Parents. Turns out the director of this film actually wrote Meet the Parents, and so he's kind of recycling his own material here. And there is a lot to dislike about this movie, unfortunately. There's a lot of gross out humor that is more gross than it is funny. Some gags do work in this movie, but unfortunately they kind of run them into the ground. There's one involving the Pink Panther sneak attack routine that is funny the first couple of times you see it, but not the third, fourth, and fifth. This movie is very scattershot. It's not really even composed of jokes. It's mostly just like a few big comedic scenes, some of which kind of work, but really something still made me laugh in every scene of this movie, which was just so surprising to me, considering how primed I was to hate it. I think that Keegan-Michael Key, who's from Key and Peele, is in this. He is fantastic. Megan Mullally is really funny. Cranston is a great straight man, and Franco plays this character all too well. This is not a great movie by any stretch of the imagination, but I enjoyed this movie much more than I thought I would. It does have a great cameo by a rock band, and the end is actually sweet and somewhat refreshing, but still there's less than 50% of the time it makes you laugh, but still it was funny. I'd say watch it if it's on cable. I'd say 2 out of 4 stars.
So it was kind of a little bit of a hot mess.
A hot mess.
Sounds like
yes.
it.
Yeah.
It worked in a way.
Yeah.
Moving on to something definitely more serious, not a comedy at all, is Jackie.
Jackie, yeah, this movie stars Natalie Portman, getting a lot of Oscar buzz for her role in this movie. She plays the title character. This movie takes place just after the assassination of JFK. First Lady Jackie Kennedy struggles to hold on to her faith, console her children, and also to define her husband's legacy. This is not like any biopic you've seen before. This is almost a psychological horror film. This is a movie that's heartbreaking and haunting in equal measure. It's a movie that doesn't judge her, though. It shows her as vain and manipulative, but also dutiful, loving, courageous, patriotic. It's a film that is so dense and complex. I could watch this movie 4 times and still not have it completely pegged down, and I definitely really can't talk about all it does so well in any meaningful way in a short period of time, but this is a fascinating look at myth-making, at legacy, at pageantry and celebrity. I think it's a film that features a phenomenal performance from Natalie Portman. She really brings to life what Jackie was doing during this time, which was putting on this face of strength, of serenity and calm during this dramatic period, but on the inside she was just dying. And Natalie hit so many notes at once and really is able to bring that to life. I think this is a masterclass in filmmaking. I think it's going to get a lot of nominations in other categories too, but it's cold at the end of the day. This is a hard movie to really love. You don't really want to rush out and see it again, but I respect the heck out of it. I'd say 3.5 out of 4 stars.
It sounds like a movie that'll do really well with
really
nominations wise.
Yeah.
Well, that'll be exciting to see. Definitely, maybe not a family.
No, not a family affair.
Yeah. Well, good to know. So, what about Lion? This one looks like a tearjerker.
Yeah, this definitely is. This is one that actually has a lot of awards buzz as well. Dev Patel and Nicole Kidman star in this. They both have Golden Globe nominations. This is a film that tells the true story of a 5-year-old boy who was lost in the streets of India, separated from his family. He ended up becoming adopted by an Australian family, and 25 years later, he decides to go out and search for his parents. It's a film that I expected to love. I had heard this story a long time ago and thought it was really moving. I like the first half of this movie a lot. This young boy, Sonny Pawar, does an amazing job as Saru. But in the second half, this movie kind of starts to fall apart a little bit for me. Strangely, I found it hard to have empathy for his character. Once we meet grown-up Dev Patel, he gives a committed performance, but we don't really feel like we know him very well, and we also just don't get a sense of what's driving him to find his family. Not that you need to answer that. The answer is obvious, but we just don't really sense that he has this gaping hole in his life that he needs to fill. So also the director, he's mostly made TV commercials before. He doesn't know how to inject any drama into the second half of the movie. I found it to kind of be dull, but at the end of the day, this movie has a moving final few scenes, and you'd have to be inhuman not to let it move you. And so it was still good. I think it's definitely worth seeing, but it's not a great movie. I'd say 2.5 out of 4 stars.
So what's your favorite out of the 3?
Definitely Jackie.
Jackie?
Yeah.
All right. So leave the kids at home for that one, but we know it's a good one.